The horns of the clan echoed loud through the vale. The men bound by oath left to fight in the gale, to answer the feuds of the old tribal sign, leaving the women to guard and define. Through long months of waiting as seasons passed by, they held up the homestead under shifting sky. And there in the smoke of a war-shadowed room, a daughter was born in the winter and gloom. For the hearth must be fed and the fire must stay, while the world and the man are a lifetime away.
No hand will be holding the weight of your crown.
If you soften your heart, the whole fortress goes down. They were the daughters of iron and stone. No one asked how they bore it alone. Unspoken the burden, the words have been said, but the hearth was burning and the clan was well fed. This is how it was and might always remain, to be back and forth through a women's history. For as long as there's war, we will all give our part, bound to be strongest in a warm, lonely heart. She grew up untamed by the houses of mothers, no comfort of fathers, no safety of brothers. She learned how to hunt and to tan up the hide, with a sturdy wild body and muscles of pride. Wild-haired and fierce with the herbs in her hand, she knew every root in the stony rough land. But the elders had promised her you to a boy, to secure up the funds as a duty, no joy. The seasons rolled on and the boy grew to man, to claim what was promised when the story began. The clan called for wedding, the elders agreed to bind them together for the house and the sea. But she was rebellious, she cast him aside. She didn't even like him, she refused to be by. They gave her a choice, a cruel decree, to marry a man or forever to free. Betrayed but unbowed, with no time to look back, she stepped into night with her life and a pack, an axe and a bow and a knife on her belt, some sinews for traps and the warmth of a pelt. She fled to the forest, into the deep wild, not knowing she carried the seed of her child. With the axe and the bow, through the months she survived. She built up a cabin before it arrived. She hunted the game, gathered herbs in the wild, heavy with pregnancy, bearing the child's child. To the villages walking to trade what she found, a healer of woods, only unmerciful. Wow. And the years pass along and the shadows grow long, but the chain isn't broken, the spirit is strong. For the goal at her side takes the herbs and the knife, stepping onto the tracks of her mother's hard life. Hey! Hey! We are the daughters of iron and stone. No one will ask how we bear it alone. Unspoken the burden, no words will be said, but the hearth will be burning and a clan will be fed. Right. This is how it might always remain to be. Right. Back and forth through all women's history. For as long as there's war, She married a village to destiny bound. She burnt her own girl in the dust of the floor and promised her youth to a boy at the door. New wars tore the land, new curves were cast out. The men disappeared in the shadow and doubt. Through all of our history, the story is plain. The men march away and the women remain, betrayed and cast out through the blood and the tears. They raise up their daughters alone through the year. The wheel leaves the fate on a timeless loom. There in the smoke of a war shadowed gloom on this loom, another wild and beautiful daughter was born and had to carry a similar thorn.